Welcome to Trek the Valleys. Today we journey through Merthyr's industrial past and natural beauty, beginning at the Cyfarthfa ironworks ruins and crossing the dramatic Port San and Kevin viaducts, once lifelines of the breakneck and murder railways. Along the way, traces of Norman castles and the grave of Robert Crayshaw and the lush Taff forest reveal stories of conquest, industry and nature, from the quarries that fueled the ironworks to the grandeur of Cyfarthfa Castle Park. The landscapes blend history, legend and living heritage. Founded in 1765, Cyfarthfa became the largest ironworks in the world by 1806. Fascinating. All driven by the Crayshaw family. So, day off today. What shall I do? Go on a hike. So thought I'll go somewhere local. Always wanted to come over to Merthyr and look at the history. So I've planned a trail going past like the ironworks and the viaducts and the castles, ending up towards Pontyskillia and then circling back, then coming back through Cyfarthfa Castle. So hopefully this should be a very interesting trail. So yeah, let's get on with it. The reason I'm doing this, it's not just because I like it and it's good for me. It's to take my mind off work, just to sort of just get out and don't think about anything apart from the trail. Otherwise, I'll find myself working evenings, working on weekends. So sometimes you need something to just get away from all of that, otherwise it's just work. And this is good. It's good for your mental health. It's definitely good exercise. It's something I would definitely recommend to everyone, if you can. If you can't, just try something, just get out. Even if it's just driving somewhere to somewhere scenic and just sitting there and looking at the views. It makes a hell of a difference, especially if it's a nice day. Just puts everything in perspective. So this must be the first time I've ever crossed this viaduct. I pass it multiple times, just driving to the retail park and so on, coming over Merthyr, but never physically walked across it. It was built in the 1860s and it was to carry the Brecon and Merthyr railway design. I see remnants of these viaducts all over the valleys. And I think we'll go down and have a look at this from the ground. Look at that. Amazing. This has stood for hundreds of years, and it's going to be here a long time after I've gone. There's a bit of a distance between the next landmark, so I've been going too quickly because I've been soaking in the history. Right, let's get a move on. And you can see in the distance that ridgeline. Just below that ridgeline is where the Brecon Mountain Railway track runs. Yes, the Taff Trail is basically an old tram line, so this must be one of the stations. Another viaduct. This is Cyfarthfa Castle. Barely visible in it. Douglas of Farnham.
This is the old St Gwynol's Church, built in 1295, lasted 600 years when it became unsafe and abandoned. I bet this is really spooky in the night. This is so cool. This was built to replace the old church, and also the congregation contributed to the building of St John's Church in Kemcoed. Oh, that's the church we passed earlier.
Crossing back over the river now.
I'm expecting this to take me back up to the Taff trail.
I think I'll have a little break at Moreless Castle so I can recharge my batteries and literally recharge everything else as well. So it's just my phone. that old graveyard was cool. Better than that. It seemed to be quite large. It didn't look very big from the other side of the river. As soon as you got there, you see it right expanded up right to the next church. It's probably part of the church historically. I don't know where the Corshaw grave is. It's probably in the newer church. I can't see anyone worth that much still being in that old graveyard. Right. Yeah, so that was a bit of a detour. Took me off the viaduct up onto the road with no path, back around, just because I had those two buildings on my route. Ideally, I would have stayed on this path, and I've rejoined it now, literally 100 yards up there. So I've extended the route by probably 40 minutes, but it was definitely worth it to see that old church. Right, just took the wrong turn in, and I didn't get a notification that I was going the wrong way until about a mile down. So, well, at least I'm getting my steps in. That's the main thing. There we are, back on the right route now. Never mind.
Is this a path or a stream?
Right, back onto the path. For how long? I don't know. The Morlas mines.
Morlas mines weren't coal pits, but limestone quarries, showing how Merthyr's industrial success depended on multiple resources: coal, iron ore, limestone. Together these made Merthyr the largest iron producing town in the world by the mid-19th century.
Just there. You can see the mine entrance. Bet this is a perfect place for climbers. This is the viaduct I was on earlier on, Pont de San viaduct, the second part of it anyway. So the route took me all the way along that road, back round, all the way down there, and then across the river, back to where these mines are. So bit of a contrast from Sunday when I was in North Wales. They were lead mines, actually where they'd done the work. This is where obviously they mined for the ore. Nice flat area but there. Could be a good spot for camping. Yeah, everything looks pretty secure there, there's nothing going to fall. Right.
This is the Taff forest and nature reserve. Definitely got to come back here in the summer to see it. Right, back onto the Taff trail. Let's make our way back to Cyfarthfa Castle. Cyfarthfa Castle, built in 1825 by ironmaster William Crawshaw II. Set within 160 acres of landscape parkland, today it's one of Merthyr's largest public green spaces, combining museum, art gallery, gardens and recreational grounds.
Last stop on the hike, Cyfarthfa Castle. So on a bench, having a nice cup of tea, watching the view. It hadn't been a bad hike. Added a few things on, took a few things off. Couldn't get to the Moreless Castle because there was a big sign saying you needed permission, so I just didn't want to risk it. Plus there were a lot of cows there, so I didn't want to scare them. So yeah, pretty good. Looking forward to the next one. Hopefully I get out on the weekend. I haven't decided where I'm going yet, but hopefully it'll be good, it'll be remote, and it'll be interesting. All right, great. Nice protein bar, handy on these treks. Don't have to bring along a lot of stuff with you. These pretty fill me up. Right at the top of the mountain, you can see the two pylons. The pylon to the right is very, very near the Aberdare summit. So a couple of months ago I was up there. Very nice. Could see all the valleys, including the beacons. Right, I make my way back to the car now, after having a nice cup of tea and something to eat. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to Trek the Valleys. Thank you. See you on the next one.
Thanks for watching. Leave a comment or any recommendations where I should go next.